Okay, so for this clip, we have an actual interrogation session between an investigating officer and a suspect. And it's just a very short, less than a minute clip. So we're just going to study and observe the suspect's body language, gestures, and tone of voice and everything. Let's just have a look.
The problem you're going to have with your explanation is if you thought legitimately that the person was 18 and you thought that you read the...
Okay, right from the bat, you can see that his general posture is actually quite open. So his eye contact to the investigator, head tilted to one side, paying attention and listening to what the investigator is asking him and probably processing his answer. And his hands is clasped together. It's not really hiding it, so it's an alright general posture. You're clasping something, or if you're holding on to something, or you're putting in your pocket, probably you appear a bit more nervous. In this case, we look at it, it's an open stance. So hands clasped together, probably thinking a thought, trying to show that he's confident.
If you thought legitimately that the person was 18 and you thought that you read the number 18, at that point, from what you just said...
Okay, and he tilts his head to the other side as well to show that he's probably listening intently and is processing his answers. And people usually ask if a good actor can they bluff their way through an interrogation by showing confident and honest gestures. Of course they can. However, they can't control every single gesture. So they might be able to control their eye contact, their hand gesture by doing open palm gesture, which you will see he will do in a few seconds. But there will be one or two gestures that might give it away. So you can't control every single gesture. A very good actor might be able to control 2 or 3, but then there will be that one that gives you away. So let's just observe further.
18. At that point, from what you just said in your mind, you're really alleviated of any concerns about dealing with a minor or anything like that.
Not true, because again, people could say they're 18 and then
But you didn't say that. You just asked after finding out after the age was written, which was 13, you're claiming 18. After that number was written, you move forward with some other back and forth, which I can read. I'm looking to get away from that.
Okay, then you notice he has his arms crossed. The moment the investigator asked a question that made him feel a little bit nervous, he leaned back a little bit and arms crossed, which is like a barrier kind of thing, trying to show a bit more defensive posture. So he went into a defensive mode a little bit. You notice he leaned back and his arms crossed, right? Let's have a look at it.
Get away from that.
Notice that?
So then you clearly are right.
Yeah, arm crossed.
Are you law enforcement or a cop?
I do that with everybody because I
don't understand why
be in trouble with anybody.
I don't understand why you would write.
He shifted his body position. So he leaned back, arms crossed, and then he shifted his body position. And notice something. Notice his feet. When you shifted his body position, his feet pointed towards, actually you can't see it from this angle, but towards the door. So your feet usually points to where you want to be. So he wants to be out probably of the room, at the door. So it feels, it's an uncomfortable body language that he's showing to the investigator. Arms crossed, lips a little bit pursed, a bit uncomfortable with the questioning. The feet pointing not towards the investigator but towards the door. So you can see his facial expressions, a bit more serious tone. What can he do to show more confidence? Yeah, he can actually unfold his arms, lean forward a little bit, and do open palm gestures, which he didn't do actually through this clip.
Why you would write that or be concerned about that if in fact you thought you read the number 18.
13, I would have shut it right down. I would have blocked him right then and there.
The problem you're going to have with your explanation is if you thought legitimately that the person was 18 and you thought that you read the number 18, at that point, from what you just said in your mind, you're really alleviated of any concerns about dealing with a minor or anything like that.
Not true, because again, people could say they're 18 and they're not.
But you didn't say that. You just asked after finding out, after the age was written, which was 13, you're claiming 18. After that number was written, you move forward with some other back and forth, which I can read. I'm looking to get away from that. But then you clearly are right.
But I do that
law enforcement or a cop.
I do that with everybody because I
don't understand why
be in trouble with anybody.
I don't understand why you would write that or be concerned about that if in fact you thought you read the number 18.
When people start to feel a little bit uncomfortable with any kind of questioning, one obvious thing they do is they shift a little bit. Either they're nervous, they're a little bit more excited, there's a bit more tension in them. So it's a bit of a shifting, or it could be a question that they want to say something more but they are holding back. So take note of shifting body position. So that's it for today. Thank you very much.